Today, we have a Motorola Razr 40 with a broken screen. And what's interesting is that this phone proves something that very few people truly understand about foldable devices. For years, whenever the screen of a foldable phone broke, many users practically considered the device a total loss. The repair costs could be absolutely ridiculous. But Motorola made a design decision that completely changes the game. And today, we're going to find out whether it's really as good an idea as it seems. Because yes, this phone has a huge advantage over many of its competitors. Let's tear it down. The first step is removing the back cover. We can make the process easier by applying a little heat around 60 degrees Celsius. Nothing excessive, just enough to soften the adhesive. We use ultra-thin picks to slowly cut through the glue. No rushing. Because in phone repair, most disasters happen when someone tries to work too fast. Once the back cover is removed, we gain access to the lower section of the device. And this is where the real work begins. We remove all of these screws to reach the main display flex cable. We also remove the antenna assembly. Down here we can see two key components, the charging port assembly and the loudspeaker. It looks simple, but every one of these parts must be removed without causing any damage, because even the smallest mistake can quickly become a much more expensive problem than the screen we're trying to replace. With great care, we remove both components. And now, we reach the most delicate step of the entire repair. This ultra-thin plastic frame. It looks insignificant. But if you break it, the repair becomes much more complicated. Replacement parts are extremely difficult to find. And here's an important detail. We do not use heat. I'll repeat that. We do not use heat. Instead, we only use a thin plastic card and isopropyl alcohol. It's much safer, and it dramatically reduces the risk of damaging the frame. Once the frame sections that seal the display are removed, we arrive at the moment everyone has been waiting for. Removing the foldable screen, we apply heat at approximately 90 degrees Celsius and begin separating it from the chassis. In this case, the screen is already broken, so I'm not concerned about preserving it. But I want to teach you a trick that can make a huge difference in your learning process. Whenever you're working on a foldable phone whose screen is still functional, even if it has scratches or minor damage, try to remove it without causing any additional damage. Then, try to keep it in exactly the same condition. Why? Because that training prepares you for one of the most common failures found in modern foldable phones: the infamous intermediate flex cables, especially on many Samsung Fold and Flip models. And trust me, they fail far more often than most people realize. Every screen you successfully remove intact is valuable experience that will help you tackle much more complex repairs in the future. Once the damaged screen has been removed, it's time for the moment of truth. We always test the new screen before installation. Always, no exceptions. Because discovering a defect after bonding it in place would be an absolute nightmare. We connect it. Power on the device, and perfect. The image appears correctly. The colors are uniform. Touch response is working perfectly. Everything is exactly as it should be. I'll try to leave a purchase link in the video description for anyone interested in getting this screen, whether you're a repair technician or simply someone who enjoys fixing their own devices. Now it's time to prepare the chassis. And here we encounter another major enemy of foldable phones: dirt. Take a look at the buildup around the hinge: dust, grease, debris. All of it gradually finds its way into the mechanism. And once the hinge starts operating under stress, problems are never far behind. That's why we take the opportunity to carefully clean the entire area. We also inspect and tighten the hinge screws. This restores rigidity to the assembly. No looseness, no unusual movement. and a much more solid feel when opening and closing the phone. Next, we completely remove the old adhesive and apply fresh adhesive. If you can get pre-cut adhesive specifically designed for this model, the job becomes much faster and cleaner. The difference compared to applying adhesive manually is enormous. Once it's in place, we install the new screen and begin reassembling everything in reverse order. We reinstall the charging port assembly, the loudspeaker, the lower antenna assembly, and we don't forget these small antenna flex cables, which actually function as coaxial cables. Next, we reinstall all the screws, and once again verify the overall functionality of the device. We're almost finished. But there are still two very important steps remaining. First, we seal the back cover and let it sit for approximately 6 minutes. This allows the alcohol contained in the adhesive to evaporate properly and significantly improves the final bond strength. Then, we seal the outer edge of the display in preparation for reinstalling the frame. Personally, I perform many of these procedures under a microscope, especially when working with curved or foldable displays, because it allows me to apply adhesive much more evenly and prevents the need for extensive cleanup afterward. Now we reinstall the two frame sections, and we're finally approaching the finish line. The last step is using these pressure bands. Their purpose is to keep the back cover, frame, and display firmly compressed while the adhesive completes the curing process. And that's it. A Motorola Razr 40 that looked completely doomed is back to life. And here's the big takeaway. While some manufacturers have made foldable phone repairs incredibly expensive, others have chosen much more repair-friendly designs. And that can make the difference between repairing a phone or replacing it entirely. On some models, it's even possible to replace only the display without replacing the entire chassis, giving them a significant advantage over competing brands. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like because Movil One keeps growing. I'm Leonardo, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.